folks, and welcome back to my next repair video. Since I'm king of projects, I thought it'd be time to do something different than a computer. So what we've got right now is a new friend slash neighbor's Vitamix. It had been working fine. It's an older model, actually. It's the same one that we own, and it suddenly just quit. Now luckily they said it made no motor sounds or any grinding, and sniff test, I smell no burning, which is great. Hopefully that means the motor is fine and it's simply an electrical or component problem. So let's open it up and see if we can find something. This guy off here, you got 4 screws. They are Phillips head. Just in case, I think, yeah, that knob comes off. I don't know if it has to do with how to get this separated, but I take it off anyway. These switches, I'm sure, don't do anything like that. So let's see if we can split this open. Here we go. I feel something coming apart, and it comes apart. All right, let's be careful. No idea. Now, it might come apart, so we're gonna go slow. All right, hold on. Let me get my head down there where the camera's in the way, and I want to make sure that I don't pull anything wrong. Hold on. Okay, we're apart. It took a bit because it fits snugly in this plastic shell. So we've got a circuit board here on top. Take a gander real quick there. Like we've got 2 capacitors that have got some hot glue put over top of them so they can't see their condition, but first eyeball, I don't see anything blown or blackened or anything like that. Well, first, let's start from the beginning. We can get to it easily. Yeah, here we go. Power in. Got our meter on continuity out of camera range. I'm going to put 1 probe on neutral and 1 probe over here. I'm going to put 1 probe on left pin of the power cable and right one on white wire coming in. Now that's funny. That is odd. Let me check. Okay, we got continuity on the power pin. Let me just put continuity right across the power switch. Should we already find out the problem? Power switch? Well, let me see if I can get it out and we can test it closer. Let's do a little handheld work here. Take a look at the bottom pin of that switch. It is black. And I don't know if I can get the camera, I don't think I can get the camera down in there far enough right now to see it. But the closer to the switch it is, the blacker that pin is. So And right off the bat, this is the problem. Okay, to have even a chance of getting that switch out without damaging it, I'm going to have to pull the motor housing out of the top of the casing. To do that, I got to remove this guy. And I took a gander, and what you've got, see this? This is some sealant, plug of sealant that's covering a hole. And if you spin the motor around, you will see that it lines up with an Allen screw. And I see it. So I've brought about 10 Allen screws, or 10 Allen wrenches, so I can show you how none of them will fit. All right, I got it loose. There we go. That's what it looks like. All right, now, hopefully, that's the only thing that's holding the motor in the upper casing. So let's try to get these guys apart again. And yes, that is correct. All right. I'll have much better access. Hopefully that will be enough to get this guy out, because it's in there snug. Well, finally got it out. Now you can see the blackened pin, but as you can see, I can make sure I'm going through whatever crud's on that pin, and still you've got absolutely, look, there's like a fraction of something, maybe. Let's put some, it may be broken, but let me put some cleaner in it. Because when I look really close, they are blackened from heat and maybe some arcing, but the thing is, when I look down inside, I don't see any evidence of the switch melting, and you can't see a lot, but also the brass connector down inside the switch, it seems okay too. So, well, let's see what happens here. Bingo. There we go. I'm going to do a little more, and I'm going to clean this up, of course. Okay, it's cleaned up. The spray did wonders. I took some sandpaper to the contact, got it all nice and shiny, then sprayed it once more to get rid of the debris, and ready to put it back in. I tell you, this was not easy to get out. It took me quite a while. I thought I'd show you. It took me quite a while. Now imagine this is all the way in. Okay, so here it is. So it has these 4 plastic snap hold in place things. There's 2 up here, 2 at the bottom. I could not reach the bottom with anything that made any sense. And you'll probably kill me for this, but hey, it worked. I did this. It got, the nail puller got right under both of those. You pop out the bottom ones first, so you've gotten the hardest ones out. And then I got a screwdriver and pushed on the top ones and finally got it out. It was not easy. It's definitely impossible to get out unless you had the motor out of the way. So make sure you've got it fixed before you put it back, unless you want to spend an extra half hour trying to get it back out again. Because boy, does it snap into place. Oh, in getting it out, one thing you always do is take a picture of the wires before you disassemble wires. I do it all the time. I never say anything about it, but I mean, it sounds like common sense, but then you forget to do it and then you're screwed. So, all right, let's reassemble it. Okay, one more thing that I didn't discuss that happened to me. On the switch, this one here, it says high and variable. See it? Yep. That one had central blades and wires connected to them, and no matter how carefully, I put it on a tool, wiggled it back and forth, both of those blades came right out of the switch, and I thought, holy cow, that switch is destroyed. But I pulled that switch out, took a look, and believe it or not, they can go right back in. They fit tightly, very tightly, and the switch works fine. It's just that these guys were impossibly tight. They would not come off without taking the blade with it. But like I said, they're serrated. They go back into the switch, and they fit very tight, and the switch works. So no harm, no foul there. All right, let's get reassembly done. All right, it was dead before. Let's see what we've got. Looks like it's a fixer. Well, it wasn't a big video, but it was a successful one. Thanks for watching.